Okay, so we're going to do definite integrals with trig. So it's going to be almost the same exact thing, right? Except with trig. Yep, we're going to have things that you have to go over a certain interval. We're going to be doing u substitution because remember, if you have anything with a number, right, with the x, you have to do u sub. So it's the only way we can do this. So we're going to start by letting u equal whatever is grouped with the x, 2x over 3. And then what is going to be your du? 2/3. Nice. Okay, great. Okay, do we have a 2/3 up here? No. So we need to make a correction of what? 3/2. Nice. Good job. So here's our correction. Why? Because there's no 2/3 like outside. Okay. All right. How is this part so far with correction in the u? Easy? Okay, great. Now, when you guys go to do your integration, notice we're doing u substitution. So we also need to look at your interval. Right. And this is going to be a little bit heavy on the trig stuff. So, well, maybe not too bad. Right, here's your u. Right, we're going to put in, right, your interval in for the x. So we're going to have 2
cancel, so it's just pi
over 3. Okay, so think about what's going to happen here. 2's go, so we're left with just pi over 3. Same thing we have to do with the 0. So we put 0 in here. 2 times 0, which is just going to be 0. So these are going to be where the new intervals are going to be. New intervals.
Can we do that? Can we make it 180 divided by 4?
Yeah, we should apply it. Yeah. So now when you guys go to like write everything out, okay, we have our correction of 3/2. So correction of 3/2. Okay. Make sure we put our new interval, pi over 3 to 0. And we talked about yesterday how they have to stay the same. So whatever's on the top, when you plug it in, it needs to be on the top. Pi over 3 and 0. Now we're going to take the sign of u. And now everything's according to u. So du. Great. So let's start with the integration. And this is why you guys are going to really want your green sheets. What is going to be the integration of sine? Negative cos. Good. Good. And you can look at your sheet. You guys can use this. So this is going to be negative cos u. What could you guys do to make this a little bit nicer? Yeah, Cor. Good. Negative 3/2 cos u. Right. Now when we evaluate this, we're going from pi over 3 to 0. So Nate asked me something about when you put in your pi over 3, yeah, it's like saying 60, right? Do you guys remember that? Pi is 180 over 3 is 60. So we're taking negative 3/2 times the cosine of 60, right? Then we're going to subtract negative 3/2 cosine of 0. Now at your 60 degrees, does anybody remember your cosine? 1/2. Yeah, good job. So 1/2 times negative 3/2 is going to be negative 3/4. And then at 0 degrees, your cosine is going to be 1. Yep, good. So
plus 3/2.
Negative 3/2 times 1. Yep, so this is going to be a plus 3/2. Right, so your last step, add those together. 3/4. Yep, good. I got 3/4 too. Now something cool that you guys can do, and I really like this for the trig ones because I feel like they're a little bit tougher, more complicated. If you guys have a calculator, take it out. Okay. Go to your mode key and make sure we're in radians. Because we're doing stuff with trig, right? So make sure it's in radian mode. Okay. And if you guys type it in, sine of 2x done this before, right? Putting it in, like calculating. I just think this is kind of cool because you just have to make sure you're in radian mode. So we go to second, calculate, go down to choice 7. Okay. Your lower limit, and you're going off your original when you guys do this, your lower limit was 0. The upper limit was pi over 2. So you can actually do pi divided by 2. Right, since it's in radians, it reads it all like in radians. And it calculates my area as 0.75, which is what you guys just got, or 3/4. Right? So you could use this to check. It comes out very accurate. Once you got like 0.3 repeating, you know, like 1/3 is 0.3 repeating. Yeah. Your calculator does it like 0.3333346 or something stupid. So, you know, they kind of round some of the stuff. But for the most part, it's pretty accurate.
0 to 1.57.
Okay, let's yeah, you have to be in radians.
I'm in radians, but I got 0.35.
Did you do 0 first and then pi over 2?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. You're supposed to do pi over 2 then 0. I did pi over 3. Pi over 3. It is.
Your original.
Yeah, pi over 0 then pi over 3.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, you're using those intervals?
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
I say things like 500 times a year. Don't just choose 0. Okay, let's try another one. Make sure we're somebody okay with this.
I don't like doing it on the calculator.
I know the calculator is just a nice way to honestly to check. I think to make sure you're.
Yes, okay, I got it right.
Okay. So this is tough because you guys have to choose which one you want to let your u be. What I would do is look to see when you take the derivative of one of these, the other one should be there. Well, if you let your u be sine, what would the derivative of this be? Derivative. Thanks, Sarah.
So it would be positive.
Negative Carolyn.
Sarah's positive though, right?
Yeah.
Remember, isn't Sarah the positive one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you keep it positive because they're the positive.
Right.
Take the derivative. Carolyn.
So I thought that you right? It's not integrating here.
Oh, yeah,
It's
I'm
a
taking
derivative.
Okay.
Derivative.
Yeah, okay.
So the derivative of sine is cosine x. Isn't that already found in here?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is good. Do we need a correction?
No.
This is nice.
Oh, I love this.
You love this? Great.
No, I'm
Okay. So when we are kind of dealing with our u, okay, we have no correction right now. We just have u du. Now for your interval though, all right, make sure we're going into this part. We put pi over 2 in here. Sine of pi over 2. And then we want to figure out what the sine of negative pi over 2 is.
For the first one.
Right, so remember this is like 90, and like this would be like negative 90 or 270.
1 and negative 1.
Okay, so sine of 90 is 1. Good. What about this one?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Great. Okay, so make sure you guys take your interval being the same thing, like same order. So 1, negative 1. Okay, don't forget to integrate. Right. We're going to do all this stuff. So now make sure you're adding 1 to it. So u squared over 2. All right, and we're going to integrate from 1 to negative 1. So when you guys plug this in, 1 squared over 2 minus negative 1 squared over 2. This should give you guys 1/2 minus 1/2, which is 0. And if you check it on your calculator, it really is 0. Okay. No?
It is.
Good, bad. Yeah, I know. That's right. No, that's right. Go ahead and check. Look a little weird stuff. Okay. You guys only have 2 problems for homework tonight. On page, what am I going back to? 307, 85, and 105. All right, so only 2 of them. All right. I know that like the trig stuff's a little weird. Use your green sheets when you get home to kind of help you. That might help with that.